Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as France. So last time we restarted the series, founded our capital, get our pantheon, this time something that gives us a little bit more production early. We are going with tutelary gods and well, got ourselves into a bit of a pickle here with barbarians. I wasn't sure what to do in this situation because, well, this guy is definitely in trouble, and I was thinking about like two options: either getting rid of the camp and fortifying this guy, or trying to retreat, which really is not an option for this guy. There is zone of control everywhere, but I didn't consider one more option, and that is just to fortify and see what happens. If I knew that there were no other barbarians around here, I would have probably taken out the camp. But if I attack, remember we still don't have the we still don't have dominance to heal after attack. So if this guy attacks, he will take damage and then he'll be vulnerable to attacks from the south. If there is a barbarian here, I kill the camp. Then I lose the warrior next turn. Attack from this side, attack from here, and the warrior is gone. Excuse me. Plus, there is also a camp on this side that I didn't consider last time, so it's likely that there are more barbarians on this side somewhere. So I think what I'm just gonna do is to sit here, fortify, see what happens, and try to absorb the damage. I mean, it's risky, but there isn't a move that isn't risky. I think this is the safest option that I have, and I may just. Unless I get the opportunity to clear the camp at some point, I may just wait and destroy the camp with the settler. Just send the settler south, settle here. That's the location that I wanted to take anyway, and that will destroy the camp. So until then, I basically need to hold the position, and if I heal 10 points every turn with the bonus that we have from Authority Opener, maybe might just be strong enough to survive. This guy won't really do that much damage because he's attacking across the river. We will be fortified. So, honestly, I don't know. Like, it's tempting to go after the camp. But I definitely don't want to lose a warrior. Like, I can't afford to throw away 130 gold now. So let's just stick to the plan. Fortify, heal up. By fortifying, we will be taking less damage. We'll see what happens if there are more barbarians running around. Because I think if there are some barbarians somewhere in the range, either in the fog of war or here, they will be coming to us, and just in a turn or two, we'll see what else we can do. How is the Pathfinder doing? Not that well. So I probably want to leave him there to heal up. We can't send him south and eventually maybe have him help. He is in too much trouble himself. Okay. Okay. From bad to worse. If I attack here, I'm screwed. I could try to attack here, weaken this one, which maybe is the move because that will hurt him a lot. I'll still stay fortified and just pray. I think now we might be fine. I have no idea where this one came from. Might have been from the forest. Here, where did he come from? How did he get so far? That's odd. I thought I had enough vision to make sure nothing comes from this side all the way to this guy, at least. Okay, well, it happened, we survived. That's what matters. They will come back, I think, but we should have enough time to heal up now. And now I'm actually considering the attack, but there is still the same problem. What if there is a barbarian down here? And I would have to attack with both of them, so... Yeah, at 55, if I attack, I'll drop, let's say, 20 hit points. It's 35, 45 next turn when I might be facing 3 barbarians. No, that's not enough. I have to wait for the settler. I think that's by far the safest move. You, I think, are fine at this point. I kind of want to get the settler, not settler, pathfinder south. 1, 2, 3. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking if I, or if he's fast enough to get home in time to escort the settler. Yep, that's what I expected. This would be a kill. And that's a kill that I... Fuck me. That I want to take. That's what I wanted to say. I guess I'll do it this way. It's just not about like surviving. We also have to get the maximum yields from the situation. So every opportunity where it feels like it's somewhat safe, I should take advantage of. Oh, and there was one more thing that I forgot to mention. Yeah, the guy who was originally standing here, the one that started on lower hit points, was quite close to promotion. So I was also like counting on the small heal from the promotion. But I thought he would get promoted earlier, to be honest. You probably should get the heal as soon as possible. You'll just keep running as fast as you can. I think I don't mind stepping back a little bit, as long as I can regain the control here whenever I want. The archer is gonna be a pain in the ass. I'll have to move, well, somewhere else. Speaking about archers being a pain in the ass. Okay, I have to go here and then run through the jungle and forest. Next. God damn it! They're coming from everywhere. This is a newly spawned one. Fortify. This situation might be even worse than the one that we started in. Because now both these two can attack. Oh, I need a skill. Oh, and the Pathfinder will actually make it in time. Next. So the plan was to grab progress now and go for organization as soon as possible. But with the amount of barbarians everywhere, I'm honestly thinking about just sticking to authority. Go tribute into dominance. But if I go tribute dominance and then the progress opener and organization, then I'll get to organization way too late. Organization shines when you get it, like, almost immediately. Also, there is like no culture with this until we get the progress opener, which gives at least a little bit. And I can't just rely on culture from barbarians. I'm very tempted by dominance. Another option would be dominance into the authority opener. How expensive are tags now exactly? So every kill saves like a turn. It's not just the science, also the healing after the kill. That'll make our life a little bit easier because you'll basically have 3 attacks. I think we will be entering classical era with mathematics, unfortunately. Because I'm actually not sure what to do. Really have no idea how to play here. Bronze working into construction into mathematics. Pass on military theory for now, and after mathematics, I can't not go writing after mathematics basically. Because if I get libraries after mathematics and ironworking, we're gonna be, I don't know, 14 tags behind at that point. Excuse me. What I'm thinking about here is if going dominance here would just be like overkill on science. If we would be getting science too fast for us to like use the tags, then we would get faster. Because we want to be getting tags at the pace at which we can use them, at which we can build the buildings that we discover, things like that. So there is something like too much science during some stages of the game. Okay, let's stick to progress. It will give us a little bit of science here and there. And I'm thinking if I'm stuck. Okay, we need an archer. There is no question about that. This turn could have been much worse. We fortify here. Okay, this is excellent. I really didn't expect the Pathfinder to have enough damage for the kill. Oh, well, it was caused by the warrior somehow doing 61 damage. Excuse me. We can take out the archer now. Somewhat safely. Oh, that's even easier than God damn it, expected. I think now the Pathfinder will have to go back. Okay, we'll send him back to the capital. He's gonna heal up there as quickly as possible. But I think we managed to survive. It was a little tricky, but in the end it worked. Yeah, there are more coming, but at this point it doesn't matter. Whoa! They are everywhere. Or we can just stay here because we'll have the archer spawning in the capital next turn, and I don't want to risk that I move the Pathfinder into the city and the archer then spawns here, and it will take him actually it won't take him longer. He can cross the river into the city and then move all the way to the salt. Now I think I can do it. I don't really care where the archer spawns. Okay, that's fine. I can move back. Fortify. Those were the yields from the destroyed camp, because if a city destroys a camp, it still counts for the extra yields. You will do monument. We will have problems with faith. I'm really not sure that we'll get a religion here, but I was thinking about that. Tutelary gods are amazing early, like exceptionally strong early, but later they are not scaling in any way. So if we lose the Pantheon eventually and get someone's religion, I honestly don't really care that much. So I'm not even sure that I want to compete for the religion. Although there are 6 religions for 9 civs, including us. So there will be only 3 civs without the religion. So we might actually pick up the last one if we don't really try super hard. Really expected the border to go here. Okay. We are 14 turns away from Spearman. I can't do worker next if I want to have a chance at the religion, honestly. No, I need the worker. Yeah, we are going bronze working into construction. With construction, we will be able to start working on quarries. And I would like to have at least one salt mine up before we, or when we get access to quarries. So the worker needs to start doing his thing as soon as possible. Can I pin him down here? No, he can move south, unfortunately. Wow. Well, this is actually okay. No, it's that's a hill. I thought this was just plains. And it would be great if if this was enough damage. Okay, good. I wasn't sure about that. What was that? Bucharest wanted what? Yeah, that's gonna be England doing that. Interesting location for New York. Extremely close. Did I say New York? Not New York, the old one. Just York. Extremely close to the capital for basically no reason. It would have been much better to settle here. It can't reach the pearls anyway. So from this downward. Oh, she would have to give up on this citrus. Okay. Still, I'm pretty sure I would have settled here. Fortify, go. Our spies have uncovered that Gustavus Adolphus is plotting against you. Why would he do that? Don't even know where he is. I want to lure the archer here, ideally. Excellent. Even better. 28.5. 14 for it. It's a huge difference. Now we don't have to necessarily look at the initial production of the cities when we settle. We can settle in locations that are decent for food and initially lack production because our social policies will compensate for that. It's still not ideal settling somewhere where there is no production, sure, but it's not as a limiting factor anymore. What if I simply move away from the archer and hit this guy? Checking social policies. Everyone authority? Not everyone. I'm surprised that England went authority. Seems that there might be someone pretty close to her on this side.
Would you be interested in
Oh yeah, definitely want to work together. Might almost be better to just go Granary next. And just accept the fact that the religion is not happening, or it will only happen by accident. And we will just accept someone else's religion. That way we might even get the religion much faster. And we will get like a complete religion much faster. Excuse me. I can ignore zone of control, right? But if I ignore zone of control here, kill the archer, I should survive. But I won't be able to start working on the mine. It will delay me by 2 turns. Not by 2 turns, by 1. Actually, no, this is a desert hill, so by 2 turns. If it was a normal hill, then it would be only by 1 turn. I think I want to stay here though. The archer is pretty low, so if he decides to shoot, it's gonna be a problem for him. Excellent. Didn't look like a kill, but it worked in the end. Here we can start shooting. Fortified this guy, fortified this guy. It seems that we might have finally stabilized around both cities. And next we are getting bronze working. So we need to get the money to upgrade at least one warrior to spearman as soon as possible. I was thinking about saving the gold for the upgrades, but I just didn't have enough units yet. Okay, let's hope that he stays where he is. I'm gonna use the Pathfinder as a bait. Actually, no, there is zone of control. Never mind, this is not gonna work. I wanted the Barbarian to move here. He may still do it, but I kinda doubt that. Okay, now I should be able to hunt him down. I don't think there are too many Barbarians here. 45. And I think now it's time to start moving these 3 to the camp. Okay, do I cross the river? I think it's fine, unless there are more barbarians here, I can afford to do it. Next. Seems that the barbarians are even more ragey than usual. Oh, come on. Once again, the tooltip wasn't correct. I mean, I get it, it's not correct from time to time, but at the moment, it's never correct. It's an interesting decision, staying here. And I think I'm gonna sell the first salt immediately, because we don't need the happiness. Okay, so our third city is gonna be here, so we can get the coral as soon as possible. Also, I'll be starting next to fish, so decent amount of food. Then there is the wheat and floodplain, so even more food. We are not starting on the hill, but as I said, the social policies should compensate. If we didn't have the social policy that we have, I think I would work the hill, but this should be fine. And now there's the decision: do we definitely give up on the religion? I mean, I think we've already given up on it. So I'll instead focus a little bit more on science, I think. Food is not an issue here. We can't really afford to grow super fast. At least until we improve these two at least. And maybe have the city ready to get the coral. Which won't happen until we get workboat, so it may take a while. I don't see any new luxuries around here. There's salt, there's iron, there's stone, quite a few resources, just no new luxuries. Oh, and by the way, the city-states, as you can see, grabbed their luxuries immediately. If someone, I think, mentioned in comments that I maybe don't have to worry about the luxuries, that the city-state borders don't grow that fast, which is true at some point. They want you to send them. Probably an archer would be correct for 69 gold. So I don't think I want to trade a unit worth 160 for 69. I'd basically be buying 20 influence for like 20 gold. 20 influence for like 100 gold, that's what I want to say. Yes, work together, sure. Okay, and I want to destroy the camp before there's another wave of barbarians coming from this side. 2 turns. Yeah, I want to do this as quickly as possible, which means I may even do it this way. Didn't want to give the camp time to spawn another unit. Probably want to settle somewhere around here. It's a lot of resources. Double stone, double iron, and salt. If we settled here... No, this is too close because the oasis will belong to the city here.
Yes?
Expected the value to be somewhere else. That was like 3 gold per turn. Thought we might get at least 5. Wow, that's pretty early. Once again, it seems like everyone is so close to each other. So I can't imagine Portugal willing to go to war this early if Sweden wasn't like, right next to her. There's iron. We're gonna need another worker. So it's gonna be like a settler into worker most likely. Next we get stoneworks. Stoneworks would give us gold from salt, but I don't really care about that. If it was, let's say, 1 production, 1 gold, then I think it would be slightly more tempting. Yes, let's work together. See, everybody is friendly if they are not forced to basically fight, or if they don't feel threatened by someone's proximity. That's interesting. The archer decided to stay and shoot the city. That's quite aggressive. Speaking about aggressive, wow. I guess I'll give the kill to this guy, trying to spread around the experience a bit. You can go there, you can go there, we heal up. No, we upgrade. Then we heal up and maybe explore to the south. Fortunately, it seems that we are quite close to the southern edge of the map, because we can already see snow. If anything, I thought we might be actually closer to the northern edge of the map. No, there is desert here. No, the northern edge is quite far away. This is the southern like strip of deserts. On the map, you have like a line of jungles somewhere around the center where the equator, of course, would be. So there usually you have the jungles. Then you have like a line of foresty terrain, usually some how's the pronunciation? Variability. And then usually there are deserts. I'm not sure if it's the same for this script. This one might be random, but that's how it usually was, for example, on Pangea. It's weird that there is a desert right in the middle. But still, in general, you can say that jungles are around like where the equator would be, and the deserts are on both sides, some distance away from the jungles, and then under or oh crap, under or above the deserts, then there are the like the plains with maybe some forests here and there, and then there is tundra and forests. Usually that's how the maps are generated, to make at least some sense. And why I'm talking about this is that because of that, you can kind of judge how far away from the northern and southern edge you might be. And I thought that we actually might be to the north of the northern line of forest, not forest, deserts. That was the idea, but then there were jungles, so now that was wrong. I don't know what I was thinking, but I really, for a moment, was convinced that we are actually quite close to the northern edge of the map. Okay, you're probably healthy enough, so let's explore a little bit. And you can maybe help. I want to see at least a few tiles in this direction. What do we have there actually? How are you doing? You are fine-ish, I guess. Let's do some scouting. There of course can't be a barbarian camp, but there might be some random barbarian camping there. No, everything seems to be safe for the settler. So do we want to change the location based on what we have found down here? So if I really settle a city on this tile, which would have 4 fish, double atoll, then iron, eventually we could steal either this one or this one luxury. I think this one would be more likely. Didn't we have? I thought we had the crab somewhere along the coast in the south. I guess I was wrong. What the hell is England doing here? Okay, don't need garrisons. We are not getting anything out of garrisons, except for extra city strength, but we don't need that. No barbarians right now. So let's send all the units exploring, and I will definitely take your 94 gold. That was very generous of you. And well timed as well, we just finished healing of the warrior. Probably shouldn't spread the archers too much. I would be really surprised if he didn't find the barbarian camp here very close. So I want to keep the units somewhat together so that I can immediately attack the camp. You'll do that. How long? Very long to grow. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite tempted to buy the oasis. 94. Okay, let's build a wall. For some reason, Sweden felt like there is a reason to threaten us. So Sweden might be somewhere around here. I can't imagine Sweden being this far south. But the only reason why Sweden would threaten us in the early game is that we are quite close to them. Since then, their attitude changed quite significantly, but the threat was there.
Go ahead.
Oh, this might be, in theory, 5 gold. Yes. Would it be better to try to trade with... No, he would have to pay 5 gold. If he was willing to pay 5 gold, I would have traded with him. Try to maintain good relations through early trades. Okay, now the income is slightly better. About 5 gold per turn better, to be precise. I have to go mathematics here. I need to get to classical era. Because there are so many yields that will improve once we enter classical era, just by the fact that we are in the new era. Also, that's another very significant upgrade. For a while, our army is just gonna be spearmen and the composite bows. And it may stay this kind of composition for quite long. I will probably grab... How many horses do we have? 2? And there are 2 more here. So 2 skirmishers, eventually 4 skirmishers, and then the rest will just stay heavy melee units with some range support. And when we, or if we ever get to like the part where we are actually attacking someone, just add 3 catapults or trebuchets. And then we just try to win wars through musketeers. Wanted to get barracks. Barracks are so damn good early. No. Mathematics first, then military theory, I think. Because there are at least some science that will allow us, worst case scenario, to get probably iron working next. And then it would be writing. I hate progressing in this way, basically that you always like get the whole line and then you progress to the next one. It's so much better to always rush on one side and then catch up on the other side. But here I may not have a choice. I basically have to take the text that the game dictates me at the moment. This is getting better with every tile revealed. We just revealed 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more resources for the city. It would probably have to be here. It would definitely have to be here, which actually 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's an ideal distance from the city. And it already will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 under the city, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tile with some kind of resource. And I think that stoneworks here is gonna be so fucking huge. That's triple stone, that's improved by stoneworks, double salt, that's improved by stoneworks, and then we will get mines, not mines, forges that improve mines, and that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this will, no, actually this won't count as a mine. So 6 tiles that will get improved by the forge. Is it forge, right? Plus 2 mines, yeah. This city is gonna be huge production-wise. It doesn't look that way right now when we check the yields. Not really too many hammers there except for these tiles, but with the right buildings there are gonna be hammers everywhere. And I don't think this is a location that we have to fight for with anyone. I don't think that anyone will get here and compete. Plus there is now another fish, so food solved. At least early. I apologize that I spent so much time talking about the city location, but this one is kind of ridiculous. Oh, there is a city-state that wants us to destroy a barbarian camp, which showed us the location of the camp that we are looking for. So now we can probably just send 1 archer with the spearman and some small help from the pathfinder. The other one can go back. And you are definitely going here. I'm even tempted to just send the settler south immediately. This location is so good that I probably should start working on it as soon as possible. Like, the first few turns won't be that great, but it will give us immediately the salt, because I'm pretty sure that's where we want to settle. We can sell the salt. That will give us gold to get the worker that we're gonna be buying here so that we can start improving all of this. And yeah, then we can get these two. So it's gonna be 5. Then probably I will have to settle here somewhere. Maybe this tile. Or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can reach this salt from here, so we can do this tile. That would reach the deer, 2 salt, amber, basically cover all of the important stuff. And we need to cover this area so that one of the AIs doesn't get it. Would be annoying. Just hope that there will be maybe something more, because the city definitely doesn't look that great. How much iron is this? 3, 3, 3, 2. Oh wait, there is triple iron. I thought there was double iron. So 2, 2, 3. Holy crap. What's the reward for destroying that thing? Just general points. Yeah. Okay, we could also send this guy maybe with the archer north, try to destroy this camp. Seems that it's still there. I'm surprised someone hasn't wiped you off a map yet. A pity. So he changed his mind pretty quickly about us. And one more stone, because of course triple stone is not enough. The fish unfortunately is too far. And one more deer. I need to find Sweden. There is something very wrong. I don't think I'll be able to buy one more worker. I'll have to send this one south. And I'll have to buy units, I think. I'm just checking if he's already in Classic Clara. Oh, interesting. Time for war against Gustavus Adolphus is nigh. That's odd. Why would he be threatening us? When it seems that he is actually close to England. And there is the edge of the map. What the hell is this? Oh, this looks kind of cool, like this weird polar lake, the stones around here. This is just like a very unusual tile. Of course, because the rivers can't go to the sea. So it's ended in this weird way, but it looks cool. Okay, more salt. What if I send this guy south and the other one will stay around the capital? What do we want to improve here immediately though? Well, everything. I guess start with the iron. This is gonna be unusual. I think I will go expertise next because 15% production is about the same amount as +1 production, the scaling production in authority. And after expertise, we'll actually grab dominance. It depends on Sweden, I think. It feels like Sweden is about to do something stupid. So if we are forced into wars, I think I would go dominance to get the science. And then we would just catch up here. Or I may even go like dominance into discipline. Basically grab everything that gives me at least some culture here and there. And we would delay Imperium a lot. Which is actually not a huge deal. Bigger problem is delaying tribute because that gives a lot of gold and production over time. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I can't afford to have him going after the settler. It'll slow me down by a turn, because this is as far as I can go now. There is Sweden. Basically, wait. Is that... Seems that there might be... There is a city here, of course, and it seems that there might be another city down here. I don't want to go too close. I don't want to run into his attack if he decides to do that. Okay, that's fine. Actually, we have the extra movement, so we won't get slowed down at all. Okay, now it makes sense. Because from his point of view, not from just his point of view, like, objectively, I've oversettled him. Unknowingly, but I did. Let's get to size 4. I can do it this way, grab the extra production. When we get to size 4, then we switch and get another settler. Which I'm thinking might actually be here. And this city last, surprisingly. Next. Yeah, you want to buy the salt. I understand. We actually have an extra salt. 211. Is that enough for 6 gold per turn? Oh, wait. No, 211 is actually bad. You want 250-ish. Yeah, this is more like it. Okay, let's move away from the border. I could probably keep the spearman here until the Pathfinder heals up and get there. Although the Pathfinder should probably stick to exploring, let's say along the edge of the map. Find some more city-states. Next. If I knew there wasn't a barbarian on this tile, and actually this tile as well, I would have just finished the barbarian. I don't want to risk it. Yep, that's what I wanted to prevent, the new spawn. God damn it. I think if I want to wait for the stoneworks to finish, 4 turns might actually be worth it. And I can leave the tile assignments like this. Next. Come on, kill him. Thank you. And I still have the same problem because I don't know if there are barbarians here. This is just not safe. Okay, so I think it's time to make a cut here. How are we doing? 2 turns away from next social policy. I will have to think about this a little bit more because like all 3 of these options are viable here. And I have to figure out how do I want to play it from now on. And that will tell me what I want to take, what's gonna be what's gonna have like the biggest effect right away. It's most likely gonna be expertise. Okay, so we are done with this episode. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.